Children, from today we are going to take up our next topic, that is article writing. So far as the current examination distribution is concerned, this question is supposed to be asked for 5 marks and it is supposed to be composed in 120 to 150 words. So in different slides, one after another, we are going to see how we have to approach this question of article writing. So now let us start. Next we are going to deal with the marking scheme for this question. So the question is overall going to be asked for 5 marks, and those 5 marks are divided into 3 parts: format, content and expression. So format is for 1 mark, content is for 2 marks and expression is again for 2 marks. So what things are comprised of in these headings that you have to understand. So the first part is format. So the format consists of title and writer's name, that is meant for 1 mark. Then the content means whatever you are writing is the part of the content, and then at the same time you have to maintain your expression. This is very important. The expression is going to be observed in terms of coherence. Coherence means how in a flow you are writing your ideas, that your ideas should not be random, your ideas should not be disconnected, your ideas must be completely interconnected to what you are going to write first and what you are going to write afterwards. Relevance means how accurate you are in regard to the question. Then grammatical accuracy is also to be seen, appropriate selection of words is also to be seen, and spellings are also to be taken care of. So in this way, these 5 marks are going to be decided on the basis of these 3 things: format, content and expression. 1, 2, 2. So next, children, we are going to talk about the format line of this question, that is meant for article writing. So first of all, here you have been given that you have to write the heading, and the heading has to be a byline heading. Byline heading means first you will write the heading and then you are going to write the writer's name. Here you will be writing either your name or the name that has been given in the question. If any particular name has been given in the question, that name is to be written. Otherwise, you will be writing your name. And if the class is also mentioned in the question, that class is also to be written, like Janab class 12th. So that is how you will be doing the heading. So heading has to be byline. Then if you want to make the proper presentation of your article, let the article be divided into 3 paragraphs. So the first paragraph should be dealing with the introductory part. So this introduction tells us about what the article is all about, and it should be such that it is going to arouse the interest of the readers. Then secondly, the body of the article is going to be there, that is going to be comprising of the second and third paragraph. So supporting details arranged logically and sequentially and summing up. And then in the final paragraph you will have to consolidate your idea, means you will just have to provide a proper ending to your article. And for the sake of your understanding, I am going to associate here some questions also, some solved examples also, which are really going to be very meaningful for you to understand how the articles are to be approached. So mind those questions and write down those questions in your fair copy, so that you might be able to understand the proper pattern of article writing. And the completion of work in the copy is really going to be very meaningful, as it is going to provide you with a proper idea about how the things are to be taken up when you are attempting the questions in the board examination. So please write down the examples which are going to be provided to you here. For the sake of your proper information, here I have associated certain questions also, so that you might be able to understand the proper method of approaching the question based on article writing. So suppose the topic is corruption, weakening the roots of the country. So if you get this kind of a question, for writing the article you have to take care that the heading must be written as I have written it here. As you can see that the first letter of every word is capital, apart from articles and prepositions. A, an and the are articles, so the articles must always be written in small letters if they are falling in between the sentence, and the prepositions should also be written in the small letters. Here once again you can see, and the first letter of the rest of the words must be in capital, and then you have to write your name. Here I have taken an imaginary name. So the World Bank defines corruption as the use of public office for private profit. Corruption has emerged globally a sensitive issue. Bribery, extortion, embezzlement, जिसको हम गबन बोलते हैं हिंदी में, embezzlement, टैक्स इवेजन, कि बहुत सारे लोग अपना प्रॉपर इनकम अपनी नहीं शो करते हैं और इस तरीके से टैक्स से बचने की कोशिश करते हैं, टैक्स इवेजन, ब्लैक मनी एटसेट्रा हैव बिकम क्वाइट कॉमन. So these are the forms of corruption. The level of corruption has increased substantially in India, where police reaches an hour late after the crime has been committed, where pizza reaches faster than an ambulance. Corruption is like a termite which is weakening the roots of the country. So that is how I have approached the title. So you have also to take care that when you have started approaching the title, it should be eye-catching, it should be interest arousing, and at the same time you can also just use some quotations or something like that in order to maintain the quality of your writing. Corruption has vitiated our public life from top to bottom. Vitiated means reduced, means due to the corruption, our public life has been reduced from top to bottom. We have been living a very ordinary standard of life. In municipal offices, tax departments, telephone departments, the officers work for their own greed. Means this is the case with all the government offices wherever you may go, whether it is municipal office, whether it is tax department, whether it is telephone department, the officers are going to work for their own greed. If a person wants a government job, he has to pay lakhs of rupees to the higher officials. So that is a very true case. Political corruption is worst in India. So that is also not unknown to anybody. Loss of moral values is the main cause of corruption. So corruption is mainly there on account of the loss of moral values. Everyone wants to be rich overnight. The other causes include greed, materialistic pursuit, no fear of law, lack of role models, misuse of power and authority, peer and social or societal pressure, etc. So these are the things on account of which the corruption has been prevailing in the society. Both the public and government together can abolish corruption. People have to be awakened and enlightened. Means people should be awakened and they should be enlightened that they should not participate in corruption. Strong and stringent laws need to be enacted which give no room for criminals to escape. So that is how I have given you the explanation of the first article that has been given here. I hope you are able to understand the things and you are able to get the idea as to how the article is to be approached and how it has to be consolidated. So you can see the division in 3 paragraphs. One more last para is to uproot corruption include strict vigilance, exemplary punishment to the offenders, parental counseling, teaching values to children, etc. May God give us honest leaders, ministers and administrators to make the country once again a golden bird. So that is how it has been concluded. So I have given you the explanation over the first example that I have taken up, and 2 other examples are also going to be associated here for the sake of your understanding. So the students are requested to copy down all the 3 examples that have been given here, so that afterwards at the time of your need you may be able to understand how it is to be taken up, how this question is to be attempted in examination.